Welcome to Go Kaiju Show, where we have a healthy obsession with kaiju, and we are the best kaiju stream on the internet. I am your co-host, Kent, and with me is your other co-host,
Jason. How's it going, peeps?
We're back for 3 more episodes of the original Kamen Rider series. We are dealing with episode 70 through 80 today.
We're surely dealing with them, all right?
Yeah, we're gonna deal. You know, here's the thing. Like, this happened 1 or 2 days after our last podcast, and I'm not joking when I say this. I woke up that morning, and for a few hours after I got up, I started thinking, I'm like, okay, yeah, we're like getting close to wrapping up the series. And I started thinking, I'm thinking, you know, yeah, we've been hard at times on the series. Have we unfairly been hard on the series? Maybe a little bit. But I think by and large, we've been pretty honest and upfront with our criticisms. And I think the criticisms we've offered the series, which have more or less been similar almost through and through the series. I think we've been, those have been critical criticisms. And then I started thinking, you know what? I'm actually starting to get a little sad about the fact that we're getting close to the end. Now, granted, when I did the math, like around the same time, I thought to myself, okay, we'll get done with this kind of between April and May at the current pace that we're going.
Yeah. And
so we still got some decent months ahead of us, but
because I was saying to myself that at the start of the next episode after this episode, we're going to be exactly 10 episodes left on Kamen Rider, with it being 92 whole episodes. It's like, dang, it just seems like
it was 98.
98.
It's 98. You and I keep having this discussion.
We always keep forgetting. Time for a round of research here.
It's 98.
1971. We're gonna suck Aria. Kamen Rider. I got it. Where? Yep. 98. It is 98.
Yeah, because I used to think it was 92, and you kept saying no, it's 98, and then I'm like, do. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So pretty much the start of this next episode that we're going to be doing, episode 78. We're going to be 20 episodes left.
Yep. We are. And so do you want to do the normal housekeeping, and then I'll go into my one thing I want to share, and then we can get started?
Yeah, I just want to say, if you haven't subscribed to us yet, make sure, if you see a subscribe button down below or above, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. Smash the like button. And you can, if you're listening to us on the audio versions of the podcast, make sure to subscribe to us over at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, even on YouTube. If you haven't done so, subscribe, and then give us a 5-star rating on any of those platforms there. You can leave a comment on there if you have any other suggestion for us or anything, or comments. We
take suggestions. We just feel obligated to take that.
But and then
share with your friends.
Yes. And then you can watch both video and audio versions of our episodes over at our own website at gogokaijushow.com.
And you will never see another kaiju show like us on the interwebs, because we have views and opinions that you will not get anywhere else. That's a promise. And I know that because I've listened to many of them.
Yes.
I'm not saying they're bad. I'm just saying, by and large, a lot of them are similar. All right. So the thing I wanted to share is that, because I love this show so much. No, but in reality, look, the show's not bad. I think I've even said that before. Like, the show is not terrible. It's just that it's got problems with not trying to spice things up enough for as many episodes as the show runs. But anyways, I think it was the week of the last time we did a podcast, I decided I was going to pick this one up. Kamen Rider V3. I originally thought maybe this was a latter installation of the series, but then Jason told me it's the sequel.
Yep. Yeah.
To this one.
It's the show that comes right after this one.
And when I got the disc. I read the description. Yeah, like it brings up the previous Kamen Riders we've seen throughout the course of this series. And part of it is I'm a completist by nature in many respects. But also I do, like I said, I do think this original series is decent. It's fun entertainment. I think it's best enjoyed in small doses. But I thought, well, try this one out. This series, Kamen Rider V3, has 52 episodes, so it's almost half as long as.
But I think it's got maybe close to the same amount as Ultra 7 does. Because I think
so.
50.
Ultra 7, I think, had 51, 52, something like that as well. And I just kind of thought, well, it'd be interesting to kind of not only for completionist sake, but also to kind of see where the series immediately went. And I'm not going to lie. Part of it is because I am deeply curious about an abomination called Starfish Hitler that is involved with this. The interesting thing is that on the back here, when I look at the photos that they took to put on the description here, none of them have Starfish Hitler on them.
Probably for obvious reasons.
Yeah, so I think they are kind of figuring we'll just surprise our viewers with that one. But yeah, this is like a lot of releases recently in the United States. It is Japanese audio with English subtitles. I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to start this. I could even see myself within the next couple of weeks starting it. But once I start it, I will kind of give occasional updates on what I think of it.
By the way, who's the distributor that distributed that show?
Discotheque.
Might have heard of them. I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to take a look. I'll have to take a look at their library one of these times, see if there's anything that might be familiar.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the 3 episodes we're covering this episode. I'm just going to name the titles right off the bat so that we don't just kind of shrug our shoulders and are like, whatever, we're on this episode number. 78 is called The Dreadful.
I'd probably pronounce it as Uchin Dogma.
And the Phantom Monster, and then 79 is Hell Ambassador, the true meaning of fear, ? And then 80 is Gel Shocker appears, Kamen Rider's last day. No, it's not. We got 18 more episodes after that. So, so I'm going to kind of cue this up here just a sec, because this takes a second and a half or so.
Yeah, I'm on the 0 mark.
So for those who have not joined us on commentaries before, what I do is I count down from 3. I go 3, 2, 1, go. When I say go, you hit play, select whatever button it is on whichever device you're using to watch said episodes on to start those episodes. All right. So are you ready?
I am ready.
All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
That was kind of loud for me too. But this time I had to hit.
It was so loud you went muted there for like a couple seconds.
Really?
Yeah, it boomed your mic.
Maybe I kind of yelled in the mic there without even noticing it. So probably we flooded the audio system there for a moment. By the way, over under.
Oh, kick minus $1,000, write off minus infinity, explosion minus $1 million.
I'll go kick minus infinity, explosion. I'll go with $1 million. And then the write-off, also infinity.
We sound like kids. We're like, $1 million, infinity. Like, they're not just like...
Yeah. Because after a handful of episodes that we've seen, it's like, it's
I want to
probability. But there's been some rarities in some of the episodes that where they do at least a different finisher and no explosions, but it seems like I'm not sure when they started doing the write-off. I would say maybe about a handful of episodes ago, but
I want to say it was maybe about 15 or so episodes ago. 15 episodes.
Something like that.
Watch, it goes all the way back to episode 1.
I don't just honestly close enough. Maybe. We just haven't paid much attention. Just kind of goes to shows like everything's just all blur and the same. It's like,
Well, I mean, what you said there, it's all a blur. It's because, like we've said before on virtually every episode in recent months, the formula for this series for quite some time has more or less been the same, just minor tweaks.
I think what was it since like the mid or upper 20s episode?
Mine is
get the same.
Yeah. I mean, there were some differences when they had that other writer in for a while. He was a bigger jerk than Hongo. But so, I mean, that kind of changed things up a bit, but
yeah.
This almost reminds me of like the classic Ultraman, the way it looks.
Maybe a little bit. It's a sea urchin.
Urchin Dogma.
He's got like quite the mustache there.
Are you sure that's a mustache?
It kind of looks like it. The way that you see it from the front there.
You sure it's not a worm like trying to eat his face?
Or picking at his nose if he has one.
Yummy. Oh my gosh, look at that.
Oh, pudding.
I was thinking the same thing. Remember Puddin' Face from NBA Jam on the 64?
Yeah. Or maybe it's just diarrhea face.
Oh. Like the urchin guy just came over, shoved his butt in their faces and like what, little chocolate rain as they call it or whatever.
Oh, yeah, the meme song chocolate rain.
First I thought I said stop grumbling about one or two bras. I didn't see the T there for a second.
Or be like, you guys did a terrible job. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Seems like you did a pretty okay job to me.
Yeah. You know, it would be funny as if Ambassador Hell, like on the side, was a cross dresser.
And it's like, oh, what a wonderful place, even though it kind of looks like a freaking desert with some garbage here and there.
Yeah. You smell that? Cancerous materials. Doesn't body good.
Ah, what a wonderful smell of glyphosate.
Is this say 39?
No, it's 29.
Oh. I got it wrong. Beat that 29.
Who's he talking to?
Not sure.
Wonder if because I know he was talking about like calling either our grandma or our parents. I don't know which one he's talking to.
Don't know.
You guys can't. You guys couldn't even take the trash out to the curb. Like what? You guys are terrible at what you do.
You know, every time I see this monitor, I kind of get the like Bob Ross in my mind because the
paint palette.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just kind of thinking of that too. And then for some reason I was thinking of the Smurfs. I don't know why, but Smurfs. I don't know why.
Don't be scared of a kid.
Believe me, dude, kids can be scary.
I just told you the whole story.
What more do you want to know? There was that computer that just popped up like right next to them. Like, did they not notice that?
Apparently not. So,
Your souls. We know you can say his name. That's like the only thing he can say.
you know, it seems like the kid's hair, the way it looked, kind of bulges out more in the back. It's like it's like he has a lot of brain in the back.
Maybe he's got a hedgehog hiding back there. Oh, look, it's my pet hedgehog. His name is also Cuneo.
Or a kitten.
A scared kitten, because like Hongo's almost got a unibrow going here.
Yeah. And they had Huey and Louie and then Chubster Schuster there.
Oh, here's your Bob Ross screen. Not anymore. He heard you. For me, why don't they? Think they can get away with it? I am Tachibana. Ghosts. Not ghosts. Yes, I'm sure not very hard, so I wouldn't hang my hat up on that one.
Yeah. Screw me.
Then it like jumps up, jabs him in the eyes, and it comes out the back of his skull. And
Well, it's not doing it.
I know. They're willing to kill his parents with pudding, but
Yeah. Or diarrhea, whichever it is.
I swear we've seen this curve of road many times over the course of this show.
Oh, I wouldn't be a bit surprised because of that. The cinder blocks and stuff on the.
Yeah, I mean, I've
I
seen
don't
this
there.
numerous times. They've been able to use it so much, they've allowed them to rename it to the Toei Corner.
Help me. My engine's broke.
Excuse me, sir. Would you guys mind lending a hand?
Can I siphon a little bit of gas?
Sure.
Not that kind of gas.
Ah, and then he melts. What'd you have for lunch? Fishy schwa.
Cheese.
Ah,
And maybe a little bit of garlic with that cheese.
oh, no.
I thought I got bitch slapped there for a second.
I mean, you have plenty of plenty of time there to slap Pretty Boy because he takes forever for his transformation.
Oh, it's usually like that with a lot of Japanese shows where they take their time to show the transformation and all that.
I swear, though, this one is much longer.
Oh, there's much longer ones
where they have to go.
Oh, yeah, just about every episode. It's even that way in some of the animes, too. Oh, yeah, you are.
How can you tell one day when you intend on killing him?
Because you won't.
How do you not see that?
Every time I see that, I think of like one of those things from Star Wars.
I think of E.T. because it looks like E.T.'s head.
E.T. want to phone home. Can't wait to go on that ride here in a few months.
An E.T. ride?
Oh, yeah, it's like the oldest E.T. ride at the Universal Studios in Orlando.
I might want to be careful with that if it's the oldest ride there.
No,
E.T. want to go dead. Kill E.T.
Well, it's like one of the more popular rides over there, actually. So they've been upkeeping it. Pretty much like the little ride thing that you go on. It's actually like a bike that you go on, like in the movies.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
Same. I
remember like that was one of your favorite movies for a while as a kid.
That and the Goonies. Which about that Goonies 2 thing. I think I sent you a link to that.
You did, yeah.
It's like, I don't know what the heck they're going to do. Is it going to be like I hope it's not like redoing it, or
I don't think it's
planning on doing like a legacy sequel. If it's going to be a legacy sequel, what the hell are they going to do?
Maybe they have kids.
Well, yeah, that's probably going to be the thing. But then it's like, what the hell are they going to do this time around?
They barricaded the door,
but like with traditional Japanese houses, it's sliding doors, so it's like that's pointless.
Dear God, Taki is stupid. Hey, let me in. Hey, it's Taki. Move the stuff.
And then with those sliding doors, like it's got paper sheets.
Oh my God, these people
it's like
stupid.
It's like you can just bust through them. It's like you should know these things because you've been living there your entire life.
These people deserve to be murdered by Shocker.
Or just bitch slapped.
Like, that is seriously one of the silliest yet dumbest things I've ever seen in all these shows we've covered.
Yeah. And then look at this. Look at this. Just a little bit of fire and they think
that this road is dangerous.
But yet they got a motorcycle. They can just go around it.
But the car could easily drive over it with no.
And with the motorcycle, like I said, they could have just gone around it.
I
here too.
There's enough space they could drive in the grass around it if they're so concerned about that.
That's why they didn't go further with the camera.
Oh my God.
Seriously, right after that sliding door debacle, it's like now it's just getting dumber.
It's like, look, we're gonna up the stupid here. Like, you know.
And here I thought this was gonna be a pretty decent episode right up until that whole shit.
You know what the episode said when you thought that?
What?
It said, hold my beer. And guess what? He easily found their hideout. And he found their camera and he smiled at them, kind of like, you idiots.
Shocker. Pun intended. Oh, yeah. Like, you knew that was.
Well, look at that. I mean, it's a clear path, and it's the only thing with like leaves going across the path at the height that you would think someone would trip over it.
It's like, just get invisible or clear wire that they wouldn't see it.
Both parties are just stupid here. Like, I'm used to stupid shenaniganry because this is a kid's show, but this took it to a whole new level.
A sea urchin that blows fire.
What dirty tricks? What do you mean, what dirty tricks? He blows fire. You live in Japan. You haven't seen a monster that blows fire? I'm just letting everyone know I'm giving this episode an F. Like, I can't anymore.
I think I'm going to be going that route too after thinking about it.
I don't think there's anything this episode can do to like undo that stupid. I just, it can't. Like, I can go with certain things, but
it's like he just squished in, then just a bunch of mustard comes out of that sea urchin.
Oh, well, what? I know what a number 2 is, but what is a number 3?
I don't want to know.
So they're fighting in a graveyard. Would that be at all sacrilegious? Like,
well, you got to ask yourself if that's an actual graveyard.
I'm willing to bet it is. I don't think Toei has enough money in their budget to build a set that intricate. I really don't, considering they already have a handful of sets that are like shocker hideouts that they just keep reusing.
But just seeing a lot of them in the background there, I would suggest that it is an actual graveyard, and I'm not sure what their laws are pertaining to things like this. Think
these guys, like anybody involved with this, whether in front of the camera or behind it, would be like, no, dude, this is disrespectful. And then like, how many of them maybe went home at the end of the day and were forever haunted? I mean, I would be like, this is disrespectful, fighting in a graveyard. Like, if you want to do a graveyard thing, then build a set. But if you can't do it, then figure something else out. You know, like.
But I'm not sure what their whole thing is when it comes to like the Shinto religion or what have you.
He like glided in the air for a while.
Well, he does fly for one thing.
But that's the funny thing. Like, sea urchins don't fly. Uh-oh. Oh, apparently Rider Punch is no good anymore. It's like they're both just throwing haymakers. There's no real like actual fighting or strategy.
They're just like the little kids from yesteryear go like this.
They're trying to like peacock their way against each other.
Yeah.
Tailspin shoot. What is that? Oh,
I was just called rider drill shoe. Well,
So-
we got the finisher move wrong, but we did get the explosion.
yeah.
So now we have to see if we get a write off.
No, leader, you are because you put such boobs in charge.
Oh. Is he going to be turning or something?
My ambassador hell will what? Like he didn't finish that sentence.
Should have given that hat to us.
I deserve it more than you, kid. You didn't go through the fire, literally. Oh.
Oh, there we go. Let's see what we got.
Oh, what do we got here? Oh, what are they doing here?
Arresting Ambassador Hell.
He's sending pigeons in fear. What the? Oh, I thought that vampire bat looking thing was going to be the next. Oh,
I'm
there
probably
he
guess.
is.
I'm probably guessing that they're going to be getting rid of Ambassador Hell in the next episode. The way that's
It took
going.
him this long.
I guess so. I wonder if they're going to be bringing what's his face
Count
back?
Dracula.
Count Chocula, maybe.
Yummy mummy.
Yeah. Well, you kind of already know what our grades are for this episode, so there's no worth saving it after all that ridiculous dumbness.
There's no saving stupid.
Yeah, of trying to block the door, even though it's a sliding door and it's just got paper on it, so you can just easily punch through it, and then fire on the row, which it wasn't really much. They could have just gone around it easily, or just ridden over it. But yeah, there's not much worth saving, even though that the Shocker Cyborg design costume looked pretty decent, but that
I
gets
can
really
go with
overshadowed.
silly and some level of stupid, like Godzilla doing the tail drag kick and Megalon doing his flying and Hedorah. Yeah, those are very ridiculous, but like it's very silly and charming in a way. What happened here is not charming. It's not cute. It's stupid. Like there's nothing. Like this is ridiculous. Like I think even for a kid's show, it's stupid. So
Yeah. So I got nothing else to add for that.
yeah, it's a clean utter failure. All right, we ready for the next one?
Yeah, give me one moment here. I'll get that 0 mark. There we go. I'm ready now.
All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hopefully this one's nowhere near as stupid. I'm hoping to give this one at least a D.
We'll find out.
Make it mildly, ever so mildly acceptable.
Jump. Hey, they're actually doing more instead of just having him do the leisurely ride. And I think they did. I think this is much newer now.
You're way too excited for that. You're grasping at straws and just trying to find something new and different with this series.
Well, after a handful of the episodes with the intro, it's like the first handful of it where he did much more action to that. And then all of a sudden it's just kind of this leisurely ride, lazy ass Kamen Rider.
Well, that's the thing. Like after a while, like if you pay close enough attention, you just get excited if you can find a kernel of corn in a pile of shit. I mean, that's what I mean, that's what you're trying to do in many regards.
Yeah. You would just let the washing machine on. I'm using all that water for my washing machine. So stop bothering me.
Energy Star washing machine.
Get a smart washing machine. I don't want to.
How smart is it? It can do long division. That's pretty smart.
It's actually not that smart at all.
Every time I ask it a simple math question, like 1 + 1 = what? And it always says 18. A traitor and shocker. So you haven't been updated on the fact that Kamen Rider has been around for like what? Probably 1.5 to 2 years. And that you're the reason why you're alive to stop him.
But then I have a question. How does Kamen Rider know that there's a traitor and shocker? How did he get that info?
We're not supposed to ask that.
Well, I am asking.
You must be killed now. You're being too inquisitive.
You can't kill me. I'm immortal.
You can't kill me. I'm not afraid to die. My soul will travel on and on. You can't kill me. I'm immortal.
You know, I just realized in the last episode with the shocker leader there, the red light there, it was actually green, but for whatever reason in this episode, it's red light.
Because he's angry this time. Last time he was mildly happy.
It'd be funny. It's like, hey minions, change out my green light to a red light so that they have to go up there with the ladder and then change out the
red Ambassador Hell, you wait a minute. Can someone go up and change the light bulb to a red one, please?
Yeah.
Sure thing, boss. I'll wait. Just let me know when you've got it changed. They actually are serious about sending out pigeons. I thought they were joking in that episode description.
Well, they've actually been doing it for the last few or so episodes. That's their only way of communicating. And I was saying in the last episode that why are they using pigeons when they could just use walkie-talkies? Wait.
This show, man. See, I was a little sad like a week and a half ago. Now I'm like, oh dear God, what have we done?
Are you going to start backtracking on the things that you said earlier when you woke up? Was it a couple weeks ago?
Only 25% of it. I'm going to backtrack. Only 25%. That'd be funny.
Oh, of course, it's going to be it's going to be a freaking trap.
Well, look at his button-down shirt. Like, look at what he's trying to do. He's trying to impress the ladies.
Well, he's been doing that for a long time.
It seems it's buttoned down a lot farther than usually.
He's just kind of like gradually doing it, see if anyone notices.
And he's trying to like maybe twirl like tiny chest hairs.
I would be a bit surprised that in like several episodes down the road that he's going to be completely topless.
And another Speedo.
It's like, something's different about you. Have you taken?
What can that be? Like,
I can't place my finger on it.
Place your finger on this. And just, what a dope. Hey, you're not a member of the military. False valor.
It's kind of, well, he's FBI, but
he's FBI. Funny. No, he's not.
Well, that's what he was originally.
I don't believe it.
That's why I said the whole entire show when we first encountered him.
He's too bad at his job.
But it's kind of funny that that Hongo goes over there, knows exactly where the whole Shocker base is, but yet they put a blindfold on him. What does that tell you?
Matter. Like,
it's like he already knows where you guys are based. So it's like, what's the point of the freaking blindfold?
It's Shocker, dude. Like
it's on the same level of dumbness like the last episode.
I mean, it's consistently dumb, but I still, it's nowhere near quite as bad as what we saw last episode. Last episode was something that was special, very special. Boy,
Hongo is taller than Ambassador Hell there. I thought they would be the same height.
So if Hongo's like 5'4", Ambassador Hell must be like 2 inches tall.
Probably 5'1".
Oh boy. And like, just, man. Whatever, dude. Dun, 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 dun.
Mortal Kombat!
Oh dear, are they actually going to get him? Oh, look at that. They're trying to look at that.
I would have thought they would have custom made like a little guillotine thing just for his head.
Oh, that is so funny. Please don't save him.
The heck?
Oh, hello.
I mean, they've already cut the rope and everything. Wait, where's the blade? Where did the blade go?
Is it still up? Because I don't think the string was totally cut yet.
I don't think. Yeah, it was the whole rope was completely cut, but I didn't see the blade for the guillotine there.
This show, dude. It's just. not Hongo. That totally was some other guy.
Chopster Schuster.
So, like, why are they saving him?
That's what I would like to know.
His face looks purple. He might not be getting enough circulation because of that helmet he's been wearing.
So we're going to make it as tight as possible so that we don't see any creases.
Yeah. Why do you wear that helmet? It stretches my face back so you can't see all the wrinkles.
It wouldn't be funny, like you see the traces of that whole shape of the mask around his face for the rest of his life.
Yeah. And he gets bored one day, so he's like just sticking like the rope light around his face. Just
kind of rubbing that the whole the whole crease.
I miss my helmet.
Crab bat.
Looks like acid was spilt on half of his face.
For a sec there, I thought you were going to say ass.
That too.
It's like that whole ass. I bet funny, like when Hongo was backing up there, he accidentally slipped on the ledge there, right. fell into the bay. He'd be like, oh.
Did he make an airplane sound?
That's what I was just thinking. It's like, did he do that? It's like, is he just farting on accident and flying?
Either one would be correct.
Yes. That is no joke. He's making the airplane sound.
And the little logo on Kamen Rider's bike in between the two headlights looks like a set of ovaries.
Yeah, that's the Shocker logo. No, not the Shocker logo, the Kamen Rider logo.
Look at that! Even on his bike, I'm just now noticing this.
Yeah, I've noticed that for some time.
Oh no! Oh no! What's happened? That doesn't answer the question. Well, yeah, like you could go to the desert, but how does it replenish the poison? If he's a cyborg, I'm assuming like he can't necessarily make it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just full of incoherent stupid. This is so stupid. What?
Why is he dressed like a shogun?
question for you, Jason.
No.
Damn.
But no, what is it?
So, what do you find to be more ridiculous? Spectre Man or this?
I probably would say this one. After a handful of episodes, yeah. I would say, but not by much, though. Boy, he's gotten really purple.
He's got, yeah, I was about to say, like, he just seems to get more and more purple.
It's like, yeah.
Shoot. You're not a gorilla.
That nothing like that was said on my end. I don't know what you're watching for subs.
Well, no, it's just the way that he hits his chest and then makes that drum noise. It's like, you're not a freaking gorilla.
Oh, I thought you were saying on your end, like maybe something was said that he was a gorilla.
No. I bet the whole desert scene right here is taking place in the Tatori sand dunes there. Wouldn't be surprised in the least. I like to know how that
liability, dude.
I like to know how the hell they got there so fast.
Again, there you go, asking questions.
Well, you got to know these things.
I wonder how much sand they had in the shoes after they got done with this.
Probably quite a bit.
That's the second straight episode he said, "What dirty tricks." They should put that on a t-shirt.
What dirty tricks.
And then they have like the hyphen, and usually where you put the person's name, they just have a picture of his face going.
Yeah, a picture of Hongo when he looks at the camera there in the last episode. Kind of like this one. Oh, you missed it. Yeah, see?
What the heck? What in the world? Did they just happen to like land on some strategically placed mines?
I don't even think they even had time to put explosives in the sand.
You know what the producers of this show ended up saying after a while? Fuck it. Like, that's all they said after a while.
They probably said that when it got to the not even the 30th episode. It's like
there were tire tracks in the background. Oh, there's tire tracks even there.
And I think I saw some people in the background there in the far distance.
Oh my gosh. Oh, look, he's not an intercontinental champion. He's like a heavyweight champion. He's got a different belt on him. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Much different belt.
They're missing a terrific opportunity to get him as he's transforming.
Well, it's not going to happen. Yeah, it looks like it is in Tatori Sand Dunes because you got the ocean right there. Oh, over and under.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say infinity for all three.
All right, and I'll say the same thing too. Just the same time.
We don't have enough time. I don't have time to think.
Yeah, we got about 4 minutes left. Crider's throw.
It said right a reversal on my end.
That was so completely reversed.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Punch sand.
Go pound sand.
That should be another t-shirt too. Go pound sand. With Kamen Rider pounding sand.
Oh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
But that seems to be the finishing move. So then, are we going to see him explode here?
Come back to life? What are you talking about? That counts.
Yep. Got a fireball.
A new organization with like 19 episodes left. Is this going to lead in? Wait a minute. It said Gel Shocker. Is that what's here? Gel Shocker. The remnants of Gel Shocker. See, when I read this, I'm like, wait a minute. Gel Shocker. It's Shocker in Kamen Rider. Well, I got spoiled. Oh my God, that's a dick. Look at him.
I know. Oh, 3 for 3.
Who designed these things?
Well, just go ask someone.
I can't. So what's going to go on here? The power of Geldom? Who's Geldom? Are we about to find out?
What the heck? It seems like we're getting some Spider-Man with Gundam baddies or something.
So here's the thing. You have less than 20 episodes to go, and now you're sort of like really starting to change things up by messing with your main baddie. That usually tells me like one of maybe two things. One thing is that you bit off more than you can chew when you agreed to a contract saying we're going to do X number of episodes, and oh crap, I have no ideas. So this is what we're going to do. Or you're looking at your ratings and you're like, kids are saying it's the same thing over and over again. What's the quickest and easiest thing we can do to just try to change things up? And that is your response.
That's probably what I'm guessing, is that with so many episodes that we've been going through, it's literally, we've been talking about it for as long as we've been probably in the mid or upper 20 episodes, that it's been literally the same thing over and over again, with maybe some little change, like subtle changes here and there. So then it's like, okay, we're maybe we should try to wind things up a bit and try to change things up a little bit. And that's probably the result of so many episodes of this literally the same thing over and over again. And now that could be now this could be changing our over and under. It's like, are they going to be changing things on what the finishing, if there's
Not necessarily.
what the finishing move is? Are there going to be explosions? And if there's going to be a ride off?
If there are going to be explosions.
Yeah.
Move the rest of the budget on news costumes.
Yeah.
Sorry, kids, no more blow ups.
Or like with this past episode, it's like, we just used up all of our budget for the last explosion.
Yeah, so we tried to make it a good one.
Yeah. Send off Ambassador to hell with one last hurrah.
Yeah. So, your thoughts?
I already had my thoughts in the first time around, so why don't you go ahead?
Well, you didn't give it a grade.
Oh, I'll go with a D on this one. I'd say it's not as bad. It's not bad as the previous episode, but
That's a very high bar.
yeah, but not as great. But I would say decent. But the costume designs for Ratlander and then that crab, I forget the name. Crab rat.
I'm just gonna call him back crab.
Back crab. Pretty interesting, even with some things like sort of look like a peen, but
Penis.
yeah. But other than that, I'm gonna give this one a D.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was at too. I'm like, it's nowhere near as bad, but again, that's a low bar to begin with.
Yeah.
So with all that being said, it was fine, but there were still a couple stupid moments. Yeah, like I think if I were to watch this again, I probably would hate it more. So, yeah, I'm curious as to where they go with this gel shocker. I mean, I will say they got me on that. It's like, hey, we got you. It's like, no, I'm curious, but I'm not necessarily believing this is going to get better because we've seen 79 episodes of initially, you know, when you started off a show, you're like, hey, kind of cool. You know, it's brand new. It's like a kid on Christmas Day. You got a new toy and you're excited. Then after a few days to a week, you're like, you know. So I mean, I've been in this mode quite a bit for like 60 some odd episodes now. But I mean, it's fine. Like I've been saying for a long time, on average, much a Kamen Rider is fine, with some sprinklings of like some pretty good episodes and some sprinkling of garbage in there as well. So
Sprinkling of garbage.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious as to what they're going to do with this. I'm not expecting, you know, night and day. I'm expecting like the difference from 2 PM to 3 PM. You know, that sort of difference. So, yeah, I'm giving it a D myself. All right. So are we ready?
Indubitably.
All right. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Chill shocker appears.
I thought you said chill shocker.
Chill shocker, chill.
Like you got the chills or something.
Or just out.
No more.
Should have sung that a while ago.
I have a headache now. Rider hurts.
My ass hurts.
There's so many different ways we could approach this. You're gonna make me yawn. You've been yawning so much throughout this whole thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's quite the dirty water there. I mean, does that look like good water?
No. I question their filtration methods.
It's a smog monster. Still going with the yee.
He actually looks like he's drowning. Oh, I guess he is in peril.
Wow, they're going after all the shocker minions.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you have corporate takeover.
Oh, holy shit. Holy shit.
That looks like bubblegum water. I'm sorry. But I just like I have to laugh at that.
Sumiko. Holy crap.
You're
Everything happens with those shocker juniors or whatever they're called. Or not shocker juniors, Kamen Rider juniors.
Jeez, an arrow right through the belt area of one of them.
Oh dear.
Oh, did you clean out your ears and hear what he had to say?
What?
And Chubster Schuster wearing a clean suit. I mean, look at this. He thinks he's slick now?
Today is probably like...
He's combed his hair too.
Yeah. He's being reassigned.
Be funny. It's like you have all the construction roadblocks there. It's like they just speed up. It's like, wait.
What?
Excuse me. Ooh, that was close. What the heck? Just for those three guys? They could have just stood up. Seriously. It looks like they got the old Batman logo on them.
It kind of looks like it. Yeah, like from the 40s.
What the heck? They turn into paper?
They got it. It's cheap, dude.
You saw it would be him.
There's the
Trying to get the name of the org. They just blurred out in the last episode. Don't be freaking deaf.
what?
Gel shocker, not gel shocker.
He's an invincible army. I doubt that. Why did you do a corporate takeover?
With those minions, it seems like they have those dishwasher gloves.
I mean, again, like, what can you do? So, I want to show you something.
Oh,
I don't know if I can post it in chat here. Probably not.
maybe in private chat.
Well, that's why I'm. Oh, come on here.
Was it an image?
Yeah.
Maybe you can do a URL to the image if it's linked to a website.
Let me see here if there is a. Oh, okay, I guess I can. Okay, so this isn't what I told it to do. It is semi-close. You're gonna find that just really.
What the heck? And then the position of his hand too.
I told it, I said, create an image of a man riding a motorcycle naked with a beer in one hand, a flaming axe in the other, chasing sorority girls. And that's what it came up.
Well, he's not completely naked. He's not holding like a bottle.
He's on fire.
Like clearly on fire. And even the woman kind of on the right side towards the back where she's kind of burning up too.
Yeah. Jeez. Oh, and then I had it do 2 prompts. I'll show you the other prompt.
You going here? That's the same link.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's the same link that you sent.
Oh, hold on. Okay. I see what I did there. Okay, there, that one's.
Yeah, well, it seems to be the same link. Give me the copy of the link.
It should be different.
Okay. Yeah. now he has something in his hand, but with 6 fingers.
Yeah. What the hell? Tell me something that looks really weird there.
What? I don't know. Is that supposed to be his nipples?
Yeah. And I didn't say anything about nipples.
I don't know if that's like actual nipples or something that's covering his nipples.
No, it's nipples. What?
Yeah, like he's actually riding the bike there.
Yeah. I don't know if these guys actually do know like how to ride.
Well, I'm sure they do, but why don't you just get on your freaking bike and ride it instead of just running? The rider just leisurely rides right in. Funny, like Taki is
He's in no
going towards
like,
him.
hurry.
It'd be funny that Taki was running towards him and then Ryder wasn't stopping, runs him over.
And he keeps telling him to get out of the way and he doesn't move.
What are you guys doing? A figure eight?
You can tell they did numerous shots on this because there were already a bunch of motorcycle tracks there.
Yeah.
It almost looked like he ran into the side there.
I mean, can't you see where you're going, dude?
No.
Apparently not. It's like, I don't know how he reappeared, even though that we just saw an explosion once he hit that sidewall.
Yeah. Just go walk. You'll eventually run into it. You can tell they put like the red makeup around the eyes there.
Yeah.
It's not really working.
So now they take some sort of drug to keep him alive.
That doesn't make any sense because it's like, unless you have some sort of chronic illness, your body should work fine. That's so very much a painting as a backdrop in a little pool.
A very discounted Monster Island.
Yeah. Where you get like cheap looking monsters.
Yeah, all the Kamen Rider monsters.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing trees on that painting.
There you go, questioning stuff again.
That wasn't a question. That was a comment.
Yeah, but you're basically in a roundabout way questioning it.
And I think this is the same building that we've seen earlier.
Oh, yeah, we definitely seen that before.
Just like that one row with all those cinder blocks on the side hills.
Look, we're in a new space. No, we've seen that before. Look,
You guys
we're
ain't
in a new space.
You guys ain't tricking us.
Yeah.
The internet remembers.
Yeah. Bunch of dopes.
No, it seems like they're in that castle from Nosferatu, the old version. Just how it looks.
Again, I wouldn't know. I have yet to see it.
Excuse me. You got I think you would enjoy that.
Oh, I'm sure I would. I just need to actually sit down and watch it. I need to sit down and watch the Metropolis movie as well.
Yeah, I've seen that one, I think, about a couple or so years ago. That was pretty interesting. There's a lot of those really old silent movies on YouTube for free, which are pretty interesting.
The problem is, like, usually with a lot of those, the video quality isn't necessarily as great.
Well, some of the ones I've seen here, they were pretty good as far as the video quality that was uploaded. But yeah, it's like some of those that were made back then. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's why you usually want to get it from video distributors, because they have ways of cleaning that stuff up appropriately. Dapper Taki, like he's always switching.
Did you say Dappy?
Tap tap, I'm Dappy, won't you look my way? Tap tap, I'm Dappy, won't you look my way? Tap tap, I'm here to say bubble up.
And I don't know how that whole Dappy thing came about from you.
I don't know. I've wondered that too, and I'm like, was Mrs. Isles like on some weird LSD trip? Like, the sad thing is I'm sure she's no longer around.
Probably.
Because I think she was already like late 60s, early 70s by the time we went through her kindergarten class.
Oh yeah. I was thinking about that a while back. It's like, I'm kind of sure that she probably no longer.
She's probably gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I always looked at her like as a grandmother. Like,
I remember that one time where we went outside, grabbed some like clean snow and made some of that out of ice cream or something of the sort. Or
I don't remember
ice.
doing that. I don't know if our class did that or not.
I remember doing that.
I still remember I was in kindergarten. You rode your trike to meet me at school. And I'm getting ready and I see you there out in the hallway. You got this big grin on your face while like Mrs. Renner, the school secretary, and like I think one or two other teachers had towels to dry you off because you rode your trike in the rain.
Yeah.
And Mom was so pissed at you. But there you were in the hallway just grinning, like looking at me like I come to get you. Mom was ready to kill you.
Well, we weren't that far away from the elementary school.
Well, no, but see, the thing was that you were riding your trike out in the driveway, and then Like mom checked on you. Then she went back inside for, I don't know, X number of minutes and looked back out and you were gone. Like in that span of time, you just decided I'm going to ride my truck to the school. And of course, she didn't know where you went. So she's freaking out, rightfully so. And just so I'm going to oh, in retrospect, it's funny, but I'm sure at the time it's just like, you did that whole ride in your trike and you rode off twice. I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
That's so funny.
But hey, we made it through normally here.
Barely, yeah. Zippers on they're not even trying to hide them.
Well, at this point into the whole show, since we're like 18 episodes, I was like, why even bother? And also, are we seeing kind of a little bit of the person inside the suit from the back of the crab bat?
That takes a crack back.
Crack crab.
Oh, is he gone now? Whatever.
And we didn't do our over and under.
Yeah, doesn't matter. It's a little late now. That's not Ryder, and we know that.
Oh, geez, this is going to cut off from there. Yeah, it is.
They didn't kill each other. That actor looks familiar.
I think that could be the same. Could it be the same guy from Spectre Man? Who was kind of the one other general dude?
Could be.
Well, Kamen Rider dies again. That's the next title.
It's a zombie.
Oh, man. Well, your thoughts on episode 80?
It's a mixed bag, like the whole gel shocker thing. I mean, other than just different suits, there just isn't much else to it. Let's face it, Kamen Rider's not dead. And they spoil it for the preview of the next episode. And they're trying to get you to think that he's going to die again.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. Like, I'm willing to give this a D+. It's okay, but it's subpar still at the same time. So, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. It's decent. Like the past episode, not great. Sort of gets the point across, and yeah, Kamen Rider ain't dead. And then it's really not much to add. Yeah, it's just you're trying to put a lipstick on a pig, trying to make it work. That sort of thing. See what sticks.
Quite the analogy there.
Yeah. Just your usual Kamen Rider episode, just kind of out there a bit. So as far as the grade for me on episode 80, I'm going to give it a D as well.
I gave it a D+.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying,
just making sure. Like, I wanted to make sure that you heard.
I'm just going from the past episode.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
Also giving this one a D. So, yeah, hard to believe we're already past three episodes on this.
And I think I've said something similar to this before, but I might as well, unless this thing ends up getting better, and we won't know until as we proceed through these final 18 episodes or so. I feel comfortable more or less at this point in saying that I think the first 20 something ish episodes really were the best of the series. And again, because it had that new car smell to it, even though it, in some respects, is not too terribly different from what you've seen before. Like if you've seen Ultraman, for example, there are definitely hints of something like that here. The only real difference is that, it's based off of like cyborgs of insects, animals, and that whole thing with Hongo being a motorcycle dude. They dropped the whole him being a motorcycle racer long ago.
Well, they sort of started going back to it, I think a handful of episodes ago, but then they
quickly drop it again. Yeah. they're like, let's go back to dedicating this. You know what? No. And again, I almost wonder, I'm very curious, and I won't know until whenever the time comes down the road. I'm almost curious that the next time I revisit this series, will I still think that the first 20 something ish episodes are still maybe the best, or because I've gone through 98 episodes of this, and that honestly, the first 20 something episodes are just like everything else, if I'm still going to think the same way about it. But I'm going to say the first 20 something episodes of this series were the best.
It was sort of like me, I would say about 10 or so years ago when I first came across Spectre-Man. I thought that show back then was pretty good, but then once we came about actually watching it for the podcast, it's like I just sort of kind of came to mind. It's like, this isn't quite as exciting as I thought it was back when I first saw it.
Yeah, like, I mean, not only have we gone through a handful of series on this podcast, I think I've dabbled in a few others on my own time. Like, I still think, like, let me say, like, Super Robot Red Baron, I thought was an okay series. There were a few points over the course of my going through that series where I was kind of bored with it, but there were moments where it got a little bit more interesting. Either they did something real unique with, I don't know, some of the mechs or what have you, but the better stuff came later when the stories got more interesting and the stakes got higher. Spoiler alert, they ended up actually killing some of the hero characters a little bit later in that series. And I still, like, Ultra Q is fantastic. I'm a huge original Twilight Zone fan. And so Ultra Q in many respects reminds me of that original Twilight Zone series. So I still really enjoy Ultra Q. The original Ultraman, I still think too, out of the Ultraman shows that I've seen, I still think is the best Ultraman. And that's got a charm to it that so far out of the handful of Ultraman shows I've seen haven't quite been able to match. And even shows like Spectre-Man and Kamen Rider here have not been able to match that either. That in many respects, yes, Ultraman, out of the 39 episodes that it ran, in many respects, it had its own formula too. And I get that, like most shows do. But it did a few unique things here and there, but then there was that charm to it. And that charm came through the practical effects work that was involved. It also came through with the writing, how the writing was dealt. Like, you could just kind of get that sense as you're watching most of that series that even though it had a formula, there was still something a little unique or special or something that the writers gave to the show. Maybe it's caring about what they were doing, and that kind of came through while watching the series. But then the acting and the writing of the characters as well, like all of this stuff came together, and you cared about the characters. You loved the characters. There just was kind of that, for lack of a better term, to try to encompass everything, there was this nutshell of care about that particular series that made me binge watched that thing several times. I've gone through that series 3 times, I want to say. And 2 of those times I binge watched it. And I still have been wanting to go back and watch it again. Some of these shows, like we've been done with Spectre Man for what, a year or something like that now at this point. I am not feeling that tug to go back and revisit that anytime soon. Mm-hmm. But Ultraman and Ultra Q, I'm always wanting to go back and revisit. And again, like not every episode in Ultra Q or Ultraman is great. I mean, we've covered that, those shows here on this podcast. So like we've given
years ago.
we've given some criticism to those shows when needed. But I think as a full body of work, both of those shows are head and shoulders above what we've been covering the last 3 years or so. And it just seems like there's some charm here. And look, if you love this show, if this is like one of your favorite Sentai type of shows or what have you, great, enjoy it. But in my opinion, it's so formulaic. It just kind of seems like the writers are just going through the motions and making minor tweaks here to suit the villain of the week.
And just really drag it on way too long. Like it should have ended at, was it 20 something when it got really
30 something episodes.
It's like you had everything right there. You should have just ended it right there instead of just dragging this thing out all the way to almost 100 episodes to where dozens and dozens of episodes to where that they just got way too formulaic right up to episode 79 when it started changing things up a bit.
Yeah, and like there's a scene that's been in show business for years. It's leave them wanting more. And this series does not leave me wanting more. Like you and I have been saying for a long time, we're fatigued, even though, here, like I said, a week and a half ago, I was kind of like, I'm going to miss it when we're done. And I would be very interested in knowing the history of this thing. Like, did they go in with like, okay, the network said, we'll give you a budget for like 26 episodes. If it's got good ratings, we'll greenlight you for like up to 98 or so. Like, what was the plan initially? Like, was 98 episodes part of the original plan, or did they start off with something small and it got good ratings and so they extended it for X more episodes? Like, what was that plan? And then on top of that too, when the networks, went through this initial agreement with them, whether, like I said, it was a small bundle of episodes and they loved it and they wanted more, were the writers consulted and asked, hey, are you able to produce X number more episodes? Or were they not consulted at all? And the producers are like, yeah, sure, we'll do it. And they're kind of by themselves thinking, we'll figure this out as we go. And like we have said before, there's definite evidence over these last 15 to 20 episodes that I think they were actually making 2 or 3 episodes in the process anyways of making 2 or 3 episodes per day. And that it's maybe even possible that they finished some of these episodes within 1 day's worth of shooting. And again, I don't know what the contracts were and sort of what the stipulation was in terms of like, did they need a new episode every day or every week? Even then, were they pushing themselves and the rest of their crew to meet these demands that either were self-imposed or imposed by the network? And as a result, if that's the case, that explains an awful lot of not just the formula, but even the mediocrity that has gone on through this series for dozens of episodes at this point. Like, I don't know all that, but I think I may be correct in some of my assumptions that I'm making here, because some of the evidence I'm gathering as we're going through this series and as we're nearing the end points to that, some of what I'm saying being the possibility.
Yeah, because there is evidence of it, like what you said, of certain areas where it seemed like it was shot on the same day from one episode to the other. Because I've noticed with one of the characters. I'm not sure which one. It could be all of them. Who knows? That they'll have certain kinds of clothes on, and then the next episode's kind of different and all that. But then the episode after that one, it's the same exact clothing that they wore maybe 2 episodes ago.
I almost wonder if some of it is location shooting where they had X number of scripts ready and they're like, okay, we're at our head base. We got this scene for this episode, but then like a couple episodes from now, they're back here. So let's go ahead and get those sequences done. Let's make certain notes or whatever, gather the film so that when we go to the editing room, we know which footage goes with which episode and reel for that.
Well, and it's sort of the same when it comes to Hollywood. They tend to, like, when they're at one location, they tend to do pretty much all shootings for different scenes throughout the film at one location. Then once they're done with that location, then they don't.
Right.
There's no need for it then.
There's a difference between a movie, though, and an X episode TV series.
Well, yeah, but I'm just kind of pointing that out.
Yeah. And look, I wasn't expecting high art with Kamen Rider, but I had, even like before I really bought the series and really even started watching it and stuff, for years I had heard of Kamen Rider, but never knew much about it. And so I thought maybe this is similar to Ultraman, where it's one of those tokusatsu series that is bandied about for reasons of quality in some respects. And again, like I said, I wasn't expecting high art, but I thought there would be like Ultraman level of quality and care. No, it's not. And like we've been saying for a while, this series should have ended within the 20 or 30 something episode range. And then if, then you could have, started off your second series. This one, like I said at the top of this podcast, is about half the number of episodes that this original series ran.
Yeah, and with Kamen Rider, I've known about it for some time and just sort of kind of what things he does and all that, but I've never seen the entire show up until we started doing it for the podcast. So it's both of our first time just actually watching all of it. But I know from certain periods in the past that I've seen other kinds of Kamen Rider shows or specials or movies in the past through the G-Fest channel, where they've shown some of those specials or movies with these different Kamen Riders and all that. But it's like, I've never gone through the entire lore of the Kamen Rider franchise and how it all started, but it's like I've known about it for a while, but it's like I've been wanting to dive into it for some time, and it's like finally get our chances. Like, this is sort of a rough start into getting it.
And again, like I just got done saying it, let's admit it, this series should not have gone 98 episodes. I mean, we've been saying it for a little while now. This should have ended quite a while ago. Mm-hmm. And again, I think the whole 52 episode thing on the second iteration is proof that I think the producers and those who are behind that, I'm sure there are a number of people that are involved with that did this one. They're like, look, we probably bit off more than we could chew. Let's reel that in a little bit. And there's only so much you could do with something like that. And I know I've heard, and I don't know how true it is of all of these shows during this period, but I've been made aware a number of years ago that, like some of these shows had brutal shooting schedules that's similar to like what Toho did with the Godzilla movies back in the day, is a somewhat similar approach to what several of these studios, including Toei, did for some of their shows, where it's like, no, like it's got to be a quick turnaround. And when that happens, like your quality in some, if not all facets, is going to go down. And like I said, I still maintain like Ultraman is like the best Ultraman that I've seen thus far. Like, in my opinion, nothing's even remotely come close to beat. Okay, sure, Ultra 7 may have had better practical effects in many regards, but I think the show itself, in terms of its writing and its character work and all that, I think is still pretty lousy. Like, there are a couple good episodes in there, but compared to Ultraman, it's nothing. They didn't have the charm. Some of that goes with the actors as well. Some of the actors, if they're good enough, can turn mediocre, crappy script work into better script work because they're good, if not, and or seasoned actors. So, but anyway, I'm going to have to get going here in about an hour. But thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back in 2 more weeks for 3 more Kamen Rider episodes.
Well, 2 weeks, whatever. It just kind of depends when I get the episodes out. So with that, thanks for watching. And also, if you see a subscribe button down below or above wherever you're watching us, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well as smash the like button. And if you're listening to us audio version of the episodes, make sure to leave a 5-star. And if you want to listen to us audio wise, make sure to subscribe to us either on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or if you're on YouTube, you can stick around using that as well. And you can watch both versions of our episodes right on our own website at GoGoKaijuShow.com. I almost said the old one. So with that,
we'll see you in a couple weeks.
I'll see you guys next time.